Hello and welcome to day 5 of Keep Learning. So today I want to talk about learning about ourselves, because really we're quite an important subject, aren't we? And if we don't know ourselves, we're going to get ourselves into a bit of trouble. This is what I've found anyway. So I've been in counselling training. I think this is my 4th year now. I've got one more year before I'm a qualified counsellor. And I started training to be a counsellor because I'm interested in it, and I want a way of helping other people that I can turn into a career. But actually, apart from learning all these wonderful listening skills, I've learned so much about myself, and I think that's been as important as all the practical listening and helping skills. So, but how do we learn about ourselves if we're not on a counselling course? And maybe I would encourage you, if it's interesting to you, to go on a introduction to counselling course or something similar if you can find something in your local area. But if not, there's other things you can do as well. I really like doing online tests, and I do it for myself, and we do it with the family, and it's a really good conversation starter, and it can really give you some insights into who you are. Often we notice our weaknesses but not our strengths, and when you do a personality test or a strengths test, you can actually see that those parts of your personality that might have come across as a weakness because you're not doing something else, actually you've got a strength, and it comes naturally and easy to you, so you might not notice it, you might not give yourself any credit for it, but that's who you are. So there's a site called the VIA Institute, if you find that on the internet, and they do a strengths test, and it might just be really helpful for you to recognise, this is who I am actually, and it's okay to be like this. It's a strength. We in our world, we need lots of different kinds of people to make the world go around, and often we focus on what we're not rather than recognising what we are. There's another site that I would encourage you to look at, and it's about self-compassion, because a lot of the time we're critical about ourselves, and we're harsh to ourselves, but we don't even realise we think it's normal. And there's a site called, her name's Kristen Neff, Neff. If you put that in, you'll come across her, and she's a doctor in psychology, and she's done a lot of work about self-compassion. And on her website you can do a test, the self-compassion test, and see where you are, and just to notice, that's how I think about myself, and then do some learning about, how does this actually help me? Often we think, when we're critical and when we point out our weaknesses, because often that's how we're brought up, we think that's going to make us better, but the exact opposite is true. We're not letting ourselves off the hook and just letting ourselves get off with terrible behaviour, but we're saying, actually, I see why I did that now, and when we can have some compassion, we can maybe put things right, maybe do things differently next time, but keep beating ourselves up, it's just a vicious circle. So yeah, you may want to give that website a try, Kristen Neff, Neff, and it's a self-compassion test. So, self-compassion, look at your strengths, and that's a really good start to learning more about yourself, what makes you tick, who you are, and I hope you enjoy doing that. This week we're looking at keep learning. So we have a new meditation today based on that theme, because meditation has been shown in lots of research to improve the functioning of the brain. So when we regularly meditate, we have access to more knowledge and more information than if we didn't meditate and our brain was in a more stressed state of mind. So even just after one little episode of meditation, people who do puzzles or given exercises perform better after a short period of meditation. And people who, like I say, regularly meditate, they show improved brain function than before they started regularly meditating. So I hope that's an encouragement to you to keep up with your practice until it forms a regular habit, and until you can really see the benefits, and hopefully that will encourage you to carry on for yourself. So get yourself comfortable, so you can either sit or lie down. I'm sitting with my feet flat on the floor, hands on my lap, palms facing upwards, my back comfortable and straight. If you are lying down, make yourself comfortable with your legs uncrossed and your feet falling away from you, your arms by your side on the surface that you're lying on, and just palms up or facing your body, whatever feels more comfortable. So when you're ready, if you like to shut your eyes, you can keep them open and maybe focus on something, but a lot of people find it easier just to keep your eyes shut and not have that distraction, whatever works for you. So we're going to start with 3 deep breaths. And then just let your breathing go back to its natural state. And it may be deeper than it was before. You're noticing that your stomach's being pushed in and out rather than your shoulders. You're not raising your shoulders. This is belly breathing, and this is really good for the nervous system, and it tells the brain that it can relax and start to quieten down. Just focusing on your breath, focusing on the air coming through your nose or your mouth, whatever's best for you, and leaving through your nose or your mouth. Noticing the rise and fall of your chest and your stomach. The breath is a great anchor because it's there all the time. You might find that if you're at home meditating and not using a guided meditation app or listening to my voice, then thoughts may come and you may follow them. Before you realise it, a minute or so has passed, but that's okay. Just no judgment for yourself. Just bring your attention back to your breath. The brain is used to being busy, it likes thinking, so it needs training to help it to switch off more easily. On the next breath, just notice a pause at the end of your in-breath, and then a pause at the end of your out-breath. Just notice that you naturally just wait for even part of a second at the bottom of a breath and at the top of a breath. And you may want to just hold that pause a little bit longer, still being comfortable, just being mindful of that pause. And every now and again, your body might need a deeper breath or a quicker breath, and that's okay. You're staying comfortable and calm, giving your body what it needs. And on your next breath in, imagine a white light travelling into your lungs, and your lungs being filled with white light. And that can just be very dim, that's fine. With each breath in, it may get brighter. And on the breath out, you're going to spread that white light around your body, just a little bit, a little way, but especially up towards your skull, towards your brain. White light in, and then up to your brain. Now, you don't have to do this for your brain to be filled with oxygen. It's amazing that it does this all the time without your conscious awareness, but it's a nice way to focus, to keep your focus away from thinking. And maybe just have some appreciation for all that goes on in your body without you even noticing. Maybe you notice any sensation around your shoulders and neck, maybe some tightness or discomfort. Just notice it and just let it go. And as you let the tension go, all the life-giving nutrients from your breath can travel into all those muscle cells and nerve cells and blood cells. And give your body and brain what it needs. So whatever feels best for you. Focusing on your breath in and then pause at the top, breath out, pause at the bottom. Or imagining that white light entering your lungs and then being spread around your body on the out breath. Whatever feels easier for you, whatever helps you to stay in the moment. So as we come to the end of our time together, just become aware of the sensations outside of your body. What can you hear? What can you feel on the surface of your skin? Can you feel your palm, your hand in one hand? Can you feel your body resting on the mat or your bed? And then just take 3 or 4 deep breaths. Just to let the body and brain know it's time to get back into action. And it'll thank you for this little retreat it's had. And then on the 3rd breath in, just wiggle your fingers and toes and have a little stretch. Oh. And then when you're ready, just want to open your eyes, come back to the room. Whatever you need to do to get on before you get on with the rest of your day. So if you're going to watch one of the daily videos, then I hope you enjoy them. Or if you're ready to start with your day, I hope that goes really well for you too. Just know that you've done the best thing you can for yourself today, starting your day in this way. Okay then, take care. Bye bye.